they know by now that Neptune is gone?
Studying Veswin. According to the orientation book, studying mobs and their anatomy.
Oh.
That is one of the many things, yes?
I don't want to steal all the thunder.
No, all good. Anyone else have anything? Rosalind?
How to kill mobs.
That's another. Anyone else? Cassian?
I noticed the handbook makes mention specifically of bosses. What does it mean by that?
Well, there are a lot of different bosses. The Ender Dragon, the Wither, the Warden, Elder Guardians, and plenty more. We will be going into depth into as many as we can within the school year. Of course, some of which we will not fight due to danger. However, others, I believe, if we can get a big enough group, it will prove to be fairly easy. Dante.
Behavioral patterns.
Also very true. Anyone else? Aquamarine?
I have more of a question than a statement, if it's okay.
Absolutely.
You mentioned the Elder Guardian. What if it's against our culture to fight and or kill those?
Well, fortunately for you, I am a demon, and I will be conducting every class, and I cannot go into water. So Elder Guardians are safe, as well as any other water-based mob in terms of killing.
Okay.
Yes, Cassian.
Good.
Theoretically, could you not use some sort of enchantment or boat to reach the location? Not that I'm
You
saying
could.
Does
want
he
to,
wish
but
to piss off the sea
You could.
monsters?
However, the Elder Guardian is completely submerged within a underwater temple. As a demon, getting down there is not only a risk to your life, but it is almost a certain death. Anyone else have any questions? Okay. What I would like to go over today is just sort of a basis on different monsters, some behavioral patterns. I don't really want to go out and fight anything today because, I'm going to be honest, that seems like a little bit too soon. However,
Darn.
another thing that we will be going over soon and within the next few classes are going to be nether materials, nether monsters. So I would recommend, if you can, please gear up for the nether within the next few weeks. Any questions? Paxton, did you raise your hand?
Yeah, I wondered, will there be water breathing potions provided, or should we start gathering for those ourselves?
I would recommend gathering for them yourselves, but I will do my best to provide as many as I can. But as they are made with nether materials, including blaze
Right.
rods, blaze powder, nether wart, I will do everything I can to provide as much as possible, but I'm not sure how many I'll be able to make.
Thank you.
Of course. Veswin.
What would you suggest is the best material for us to get at our current state as a suggestion?
Well, I would say diamond armor and tools are a good start. A good amount of food that is nutritious, not just sweets.
And yet the
If you
teachers
can
are the
use a
one
shield,
providing
I
all
would
the
recommend
sweets.
making a shield, a bow, and maybe a few backpacks to carry things around.
All right, thank you.
Of course. Now, what I would like to start off with for this class is a mob that I'm sure everyone has seen, and that is a creeper. Who here knows the anatomy of a creeper? No one. Well, that's why you're here. Does anyone here know what causes a creeper to explode when it gets near a person? Cassian.
are you not speaking of the gunpowder within?
There is gunpowder within the creeper, but there's also a chemical that ignites when it gets near a person, and that is what ignites the gunpowder.
I see.
Now, creepers are pretty special. that chemical, I don't believe there's a name for it, but maybe we can come up with one. That could be a fun side project. The creeper, the chemical that's within it, heats up incredibly rapidly, and that heat causes the gunpowder to ignite and explode in a pretty decently sized explosion, about the same size as a TNT. And as you know, TNT takes 5 pieces of gunpowder to create. Now, creepers have other uses. There are different ways to exploit this heat, as it were. I personally have done it myself. But you'll find that every mob has a weakness and it has strengths that it can use and that you could even use in the right situation. Is there any mob in particular that people want to discuss today? Ridley.
I have seen these massive zombies, I guess, for a better term, that look like they've rapidly outgrown their clothing. Is there an opportunity to learn more about things like that, just overgrown mobs?
Yes, absolutely. Those are classified as mutant creatures. There's a good amount of mutant creatures. They can be pretty difficult to deal with. If you ever see one, I don't think you should just go for it on your own or even in a small group. The ones that you need to worry about right now are the mutant zombie, which are the ones that look like they're about roided out. The mutant skeleton, which is quite taller and it carries a crossbow and it can see you from quite the distance. Its arrows are also tipped with different effects, including poison. And the mutant creeper, which is just a whole other thing in and of itself. I don't recommend trying to exploit that one's heat within because you will die. Are there any other monsters? Some basic monsters, ideally. Yes, Aquamarine.
When we've, with permission, gone off campus from Professor Caribdon, we've spotted werewolves. I think those would be pretty interesting.
They are very interesting. They only spawn in at night. They are quite fearsome. I have encountered a pack of them before, and I about died. I was not prepared. So if you see one, I recommend staying out of its range. But if you're in a bigger group and it's only the one, you might just be able to take it out. However, I do not encourage you go out and try to find them, or you start a fight with one. Besman.
I have a question regarding the mutants versus other variants. Are there other variants other than just the mutated ones? I've seen a creeper, but I've also seen a grey undead-looking one.
Yes.
That isn't gigantic or mutant, from my understanding.
Yes, it's a great question. I forget what they're called. I call them skeleton creepers myself. They will explode like normal creepers. They also, I believe, see you from further away, so you have to be very mindful with them. But when they do explode, they blind you if you are within the range. If there are other mobs there, say some skeletons, of course, when you're blind, you cannot move as fast. So if you're going to take one on, try to isolate it and make sure you don't get hit by the explosion. Of course, with creepers, I'm sure everyone here knows how to fight a creeper. You hit it, you back away so it doesn't explode, and then you hit it again, rinse and repeat. But of course, if you're in a scenario like a cave and there's multiple creepers, some skeletons, zombies, just other things in general chasing after you, it might not be better. Or, however, if you are skilled enough, you could perhaps use the explosion to your advantage. And when it explodes, you can push it towards the other group of monsters and cause a lot of damage. Luciala.
Creepers and these skeleton creepers don't seem to be afraid of fell folk. Do you know why? They seem to be afraid, rather. Do you know why that is?
They are afraid or they aren't afraid?
They are. Yes, they don't like us. They turn and go the other way.
As well as regular creepers, correct?
Correct.
Well,
Aside
I'm
from
not-
the mutant ones, I believe.
Well, yeah, I mean, the mutant one doesn't have anything to be afraid of, if you ask me. But I'm not too well known in the psychology of monsters. However, when it comes to creepers, they do have an innate fear of cats. A very easy way to ward off creepers from coming near your home is to put a cat outside. And you fell folk, I suppose, invoke enough cat-like imagery to scare off the creepers and the skeleton creepers. Any other mobs you guys would like to discuss? Cassian.
This is not a mob that I want to discuss specifically. I simply wanted to expand on what Ridley said. Are these mutated mobs? Can you. How do I word this? Are they manufacturable?
I don't believe so. I do believe it is I suppose, a genetic illness, quote unquote, that they suffer from that makes them grow a lot larger. I say suffer. The only ones who suffer are the people who have to fight them. It allows them to grow a lot bigger, a lot scarier, and perhaps a couple new abilities.
I see. Thank you.
Yes. Did you raise your hand, Leviathan?
Indeed.
What was it?
These mutant mobs, have there been studies done to prove that it is a genetic condition or an infliction? Is it just simply part of their biology, or was it an evolutionary detail?
There are studies currently being done that I would like myself to get some more research on. So when I have some actual answers for you, I will get back to you on that question.
Thank you.
Does anyone else have any specific mobs? Cassian? If you wish.
I
This one is talkative.
recently came across something, an arrow, that was tipped with a chemical. With your permission, I would like to approach the lectern and offer it to you.
Absolutely.
Can I ask an additional question?
Overachiever.
Of course.
What was the mob that you said shoots those?
It was the mutated skeleton.
They do blindness.
They do poison, and they
Poison,
might do other
right.
effects.
All right. Thank you.
Really?
Bonus, actually.
Pardon?
My
But if sorry. I'll
No,
I'll wait.
go ahead, Dante.
Sorry.
Can you repeat? So sorry.
The mutant creeper also does slowness. Not a creeper, skeleton. My bad.
Yeah, it can do a variety of tipped arrows.
Oh.
Ridley.
my family has specifically created silver-tipped arrows. Is there a use for those?
I'll have to do more research into that. Would you be able to provide one?
I can
At
get
a
one
later
and bring
date.
it to. Yes, of course. Yeah.
That would be very useful. Now this arrow is it's called an arrow of chemical X. It has a chemical X property. I believe that might be from the mutated monsters. Am I correct, Cassian?
I wish I could let you know, but
Do you know where
truthfully,
you
I
procured it from?
I do. It was from the corpse of a creeper, one of the mutated ones.
Ah. Did you shoot it with a bow beforehand? Is that where this arrow came from, or did the arrow just come out of it?
I shot it with many arrows.
I see.
but that came out at the end.
I see. And this was the only arrow that had this property on it.
It was.
Okay. Well, I'm learning something new today. I did not realize that you could get the chemical out of them. Thank you for your contribution.
Of course.
Luciana.
What does the chemical X do?
I am actually unaware. I am uncertain. I plan to do more research on it within the next coming days. And I will bring it forth to the class. Yes, Cassian.
Sorry. I believe it might have something to do with why they are mutated, though I can't claim to know any more.
I am of the same belief.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I believe the chemical X might be, like Cassian was saying, it might have something to do with creating them if you would shoot the arrow at them or anything. Like shoot it at a zombie.
Okay. Like, are you saying, like, for example, if I shot this arrow at a skeleton, it would become a
I think there's a chance.
mutant skeleton.
It might work different than what I was thinking, but yeah.
Well, I hope you all are writing this down. We will, for sure, be experimenting on this. And I will procure more of these arrows, given time, and we will definitely be conducting experiments. Because in this class of mob studies, it is not just me who is teaching and you students who learn, because we all have had different experiences with different monsters. So I believe it is very important to bring that experience forward so that we all may learn from each other. So that none of us can get harmed by anything that has surprised another person. Does that make sense?
Indeed.
Good. Does anyone else have any stories containing or contributing to the mutant monster discussion? Ridley.
This is less a story and more of a question, an extrapolation. If we find that these arrows tipped with this chemical X being shot at mobs do in fact increase the chance of them becoming mutated mobs, what is the likelihood of something like that being shot at one of us to create something terrifying?
Well, I'm not a biologist, unfortunately.
She
However,
has a point.
I would say pretty unlikely that anything would actually happen to us, as well. I mean, we would probably get some sort of negative side effects, but I doubt we would turn into a roided out individual. It's more likely we would suffer from some sort of illness or just an extreme pain rather than mutating, because monster blood is different. In fact, skeletons don't even have blood, if I'm being honest. So I don't believe it'll affect us in the same way. However, it's a great question.
Thank you.
Paxton.
To get back on tipped arrows, I do remember seeing skeletons in some colder biomes that shot like I got slowed when I got shot by them.
Those would be the strays. There are a lot of different skeleton, I guess, variants within different biomes. They do different things. Strays are one of them. They are in snow biomes, colder biomes. They look blue, gray, and they hold bows like skeletons would. When they shoot you, if they hit you, you will always have slowness after until it wears off or you're able to drink milk. I would recommend, if you are fighting strays, you close the distance quickly, or you use a shield, or take advantage of any cover you might have. However, they will try to get closer to get rid of that cover. Anything else? Anyone else have anything in particular they'd like to discuss? Any mob? Aquamarine.
This isn't on the topic of mobs specifically, but since we brought up like weapons like arrows, I was wondering, is there any specific type of tridents that you've come across that can kill different types of mobs or anything like that?
Unfortunately, due to tridents being a for the most part, underwater weapon used by drowned more than anything. I have not been able to really get myself any sort of trident knowledge or tridents in general because I haven't really been able to fight them. Perhaps I could collaborate with Professor Cherubin to see what we can come up with for tridents. It's a good question. Anyone else have any monster or Vestwin?
Do you have any information that would be beneficial to us to know about witches?
Witches. Well, they spawn rarely. They can throw a lot of different potions at you. That being poison, harm, potions of harming, slowness. If you catch it, I think they can throw regen, but they might just drink it if they're low. They spawn in swamps. They have huts out there. They can also spawn in caves, and when it's nighttime, I recommend not fighting a witch if it's a one-on-one. Even if you use a shield, it will splash onto the shield and still harm you with whatever effect the potion is giving. I heard that their blood is special for vampires. However, that's just something that I've heard. That is not a fact I have verified as of yet. And they also spawn in with raids as well. So if you're doing a raid, I recommend being very careful. There's a phase of a raid that contains mostly witches, and those are not nice.
A raid?
Yes, that is when you have the effect known as Bad Omen. You get it from killing a pillager with like the banner on top of their head. The pillagers are like the more gray-skinned the villagers. They have, I think, green eyes. They wear more mercenary outfits, and they use crossbows. Once you go into a village with the effect of Bad Omen, it will trigger a raid. Pillagers will start coming from any different direction. You can tell which direction they come from via the horn sound that they use as like a war cry. And ideally, you brought the pillagers there, you deal with it. You take out the pillagers. There's only so many ways that they can come in, and the monsters that you will fight in a raid are of the pillager type. There's pillagers, vindicators, evokers, and the ravager, which I don't recommend fighting on your own. Does anyone here know what a ravager is? Luciala.
Are they the really big, like, animal beast-like ones?
Yes, that is correct. The ravagers are almost like a bull. They will ram their head into you at full force, and it will send you flying, and it will hurt. Shields do block it, but not forever. They are still susceptible to known things like fire, but you just have to be very careful. They do come in raids as well. Does anyone know what a vindicator is? Paxton.
Aren't they the ones running around with an axe?
That is correct. They run around with an iron axe. Sometimes they'll have banners on their head as well. They do a lot of damage. That axe does a lot of damage. You have to be careful with them. They typically run just a little bit slower than yourself, so be mindful of that. And they will kill you if they get the chance. So you have to be very careful with vindicators. What about evokers? Is that Tavali?
Are those the ones that perform magic and create those flying things?
Yes. Evokers, they use 2 different spells. They run really fast if you get near them. They will get away from you as fast as they can. The 2 spells that they use, one comes from the ground. It's like these claws that come and clamp up. They start at where the evoker is and beeline towards you, but they can only go so far. And then the secondary one, they spawn in what's known as the Vex. The Vex are little ghost-like fellas that go through the ground, and they will hit you, and they will kill you. They do a lot of damage. You can kill them, but it's hard because they're small and they're fast and they go into the ground. But if you're able to take out an evoker, your prize, as it were, is a totem of undying. Everyone here, I'm sure, knows what a totem is. Okay. So the 4, 5-ish main mobs that spawn within a raid are pillagers, witches, vindicators, evokers, and ravagers. Any questions?
That was 5, not 4.
Leonidas.
Well, it's not really a question, but a note on the witch topic from before. They tend to, when injured, drink regeneration for themselves, so to fight them it's best to rush them before they can splash you with anything, then they will be forced to drink, and in that time you can kill them.
Very good, very good. Anyone else have any questions? Okay. It is currently nighttime, so I'd like to go outside a little bit here as a group, see what mobs we can encounter. If you don't mind following me. We're going to head out to the north exit. So we got a bit of a long way to go, so let's see if we can make it quick here.
Ugh, people.
Be mindful on the steps, please. There's a lot of us. And while we're making our way there, if anyone has anything, any statements or questions about any monster they've ever fought or seen, anything like that, feel free to ask them.
For witches, I have tamed their blood, and it is magical, and it gives you extra hearts.
Oh, would you look at that? I can write that down in my own book for notes. Thank you.
Of course.
And I should ask, everyone has been taking notes, correct?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Good. As you probably all saw in the rules, those notes in this class must be meticulous. You all saw the lecterns that have your names on them. The books that you use for mob studies will be placed on those lecterns. I will be looking through them personally to make sure that everything that we discussed is written down. You cannot go into another person's book. That is going to be detention if you do, and a loss of 15 points. So I don't recommend it. Those who I find have the most detailed notes that isn't just word for word what someone said, and actually their own thoughts, I will be awarding points for it as well. Okay, let's head down the hill a bit. Now, there is I think it's a ghost I'm seeing. There's also a good amount of creepers, some zombies, and skeletons. A lot of mobs out there. So I don't really want to go headfirst into those because we're bound to lose someone. There's a lot of us. We're going to end up hitting each other more than the mobs. Thank you, Finn. However, now is a good time to study behavior. So I want you to pick a mob, just one mob specifically, out of everyone here. Watch their movements, watch what they do. Not the zombie, though. Don't recommend that. And I want you to just note down what you believe is going on with their behavior. As the sun is setting, vampires, please, before you open your books. Thank you.
Professor Castiel,
Yes.
I have a question regarding our
Oh.
notes.
Oh. What was that?
Okay.
Did
You
it
okay,
just
Candace?
explode?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Wait, was that not you? Your armor is showing.
I was watching the mobs.
Oh, I see.
My apologies. I did not see the creeper on the way. That's my fault. My apologies. What was your question?
I do a lot better when I have the opportunity to gather my thoughts on things. Is it possible that after each class I could potentially sit down somewhere, gather my thoughts, really expand on them, and then present that as notes? Or is every single note needed to be taken in class right then and there?
I will be going through the notes a day after the class.
Perfect.
Incoming.
So you have your.
Oh.
I got you.
Candace, would you mind standing in the middle of the pack, please?
You said to look at the mobs. That's what I'm doing.
Let's head up back to the castle. Let's head back to the classroom. As it is now daytime, so most of the mobs will be despawning or burning away. Feel free to walk ahead of me. I hope you guys know where mob studies is. You okay, Candace? I could talk. Go ahead. I believe that is everyone.
You should know better than that. Alright, well done, class. Now, everyone picked a mob and wrote down at least one thing about their behavior, correct? Okay, now the first thing I want to ask, everyone saw the mobs down there. If you were in a place where you had to deal with those monsters, how would you? Any idea how to deal with that group of... Oh, Cassian.
Is this a trick question? I would swing.
Prideful,
Do you
isn't
mean
he?
tactically?
I mean tactically. What advantages can you use to take
If
out
there
that
is
large group?
Large group and they're far away, I would probably pick some off with a bow and arrow.
Okay. Which ones would you pick up first?
The ones that were walking towards me. The
Okay.
zombies, probably.
Okay. Best one.
Well, as you mentioned earlier in class, you can use creepers to your advantage to get them grouped up and explode them all.
Very good. Now, oh, Aquamarine, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I noticed that when the daylight was coming up, certain mobs were burning and others would not. I agree with going after them with a bow and arrow, but also I would prioritize the ones that do not burn in the daylight. Mostly the creepers, as they're the most dangerous, but keeping distance from things walking towards you, because most likely the daylight will pick them off.
Okay. It's a fine answer. Anyone else? Leviathan?
Using the skeletons to your advantage by getting them to aim at other mobs, and they are therefore distracted and will pick each other off if the daylight is not fast enough.
Very good.
skeletons have a habit of just shooting wildly. When they shoot another mob, that mob typically is pretty angry about that, and they will go try to fight that skeleton. I've seen many a times where skeletons will just shoot at each other for no particular reason and just have a standoff. Tavali.
The zombies also saw us from much further away than the other group, so it would be easier to just pick those off by luring them further away.
That's true. How I personally... Oh, really?
Sorry, this was just something that I have noticed with zombies previously. Sometimes when hitting them, trying to fight them, they have an instinct to call for backup. More start to appear.
Mm-hmm.
So
it is an interesting trait.
With that, luring them out potentially sometimes calls for a bigger problem if you don't buy yourself time.
That is true. How I personally would have dealt with taking out all those monsters is I would have used my bow and arrow to pick off the skeletons and the spiders first, as many as I could, and then I would go swinging with using the creepers to blow up these zombies so that the zombies have no time to, as you put it, call for help. Use every mob to your advantage when dealing with them, especially in big groups. There's no excuse not to. Any questions? Aquamarine.
From what I've seen with being on above the water, do spiders stop attacking during the daylight? Do they not?
They do. They can. However, there are scenarios where they still do attack in the daylight. For example, if you are already fighting a spider, they will still go after you. If you hit them even in the daylight, they will go after you. Or sometimes they just don't care. I've really just walked towards the spider in the middle of the day and it has attacked me. So it's better not to take any chances. Were there any other questions? Okay. Now, what I would like you all to think about for the next class. Next class, we will be going through some of the books here, and you will all be writing down a specific scenario you have had to deal with, whether it's happened recently, it's happened a long time ago, with any mob in particular. And we will just be going over those, seeing how you dealt with it, what you learned, and the pros and cons of every situation. What I'd like to do before we end off this class, because this is going to be a bit of a short one, I'd like to go through what everyone wrote down for the mob that they behaved, or that they saw behaving, excuse me. We'll start on the front row, right to left. Dante.
Oh, sorry. Here, let me find what I wrote.
My right.
Okay. Well, I kind of watched a bunch actually. Zombie lurching, as someone else said, burned in the sunlight. And for me, I found that the creepers also had a strange flexibility.
Okay, I got like 40% of that, but
Lovely.
I got the main points.
Yeah,
so I like it. Luciella.
Well, I was watching the spiders, and with their ability to climb, I could not help but think back to the knighthood class and how spiders can have that height advantage if they do climb.
That is true. Moving down to Felix.
I was watching the skeletons, and I was mainly paying attention to the fact that they tend to stay at a distance so they have more range when firing their arrows with their weapons.
Very true. Aquamarine.
The thing that I noticed from the mobs out there, and also just from being in water 90% of the time, mobs will flee under trees and into water to attempt to stop them from burning. So even if you think you have picked off all the mobs, you might want to check under trees and in water to make sure that they are not trying to save themselves. 90% of the time, that is how drowned actually come to be.
Very true. Matthias?
I had noticed something similar of some of them trying to get up close to you and some of them keeping a distance. Like the zombies, they come up close to you to attack, and then the skeletons keep their distance.
Very true. Tavali.
I was looking at the creepers, and I usually see them with multiple other creepers with them, so they might be something of pack animals. And they also move very quietly, so it's important to be aware of your surroundings so that they don't sneak up on you.
Very true. Very good. Paxton.
I was watching the skeletons, and I noticed that they instantly try to hide under blocks or trees when it is turning to daylight, and that they also sometimes wear armor.
They do. Riley, I believe.
Yes, I see. I was observing the ghosts, and I noticed because it was staying above a high, I believe my own experience, it's best to shoot them down so they don't lose the ability of causing effects on us.
Good. Moving back over here towards Desmond.
I was also watching skeletons. I noticed everything that everybody else had said, but the one different thing that I noted down was that they seem to be doing some sort of scanning side to side, almost looking for a target. You had mentioned that they will shoot wildly, but I get the sense that despite having no eyes, they can still see us.
Okay. Leonidas.
I studied the creeper, and I noticed they're rather silent, unlike ghosts, zombies, or skeletons. It's not really a specific noise that they create, and they can sneak up on you, and if you don't see them, you're not prepared for their explosion. It's quite instant the moment they get close.
Very good, very good. Rosalind?
I noticed that these zombies, no matter how far you are, perhaps in a 30-block distance, they can still see you, even if you don't see them first.
Very good. Ridley?
I was observing the ghosts with the group that we saw and my previous encounters. I have noticed that they are non-corporeal, as ghosts suggest. They come in multiple different colors, and they produce negative effects, but they do seem to wander aimlessly. They don't necessarily seem like they have a target. They don't necessarily seem like they are outwardly hostile. They just kind of cause a ambient negative effect.
Very well. 7, I believe.
Yeah. I was studying the grouping of skeletons at the bottom of the hill, and I noticed that they wander far less than the other mobs seem to. And they also appear to have worse visual than like the zombies. They will not walk in on you as from such a distance as the zombies will.
You see? Very good. Ben?
I also did skeletons and just jotted down how they just don't seem to walk that much and just wait until they find a target.
Okay. And then it's Myro, or is it Mateo?
Oh, it's Myro.
Myro, okay. My apologies.
Can you reiterate the question again?
What was it that you wrote down that you noticed about a behavior of a certain mob or group of mobs when we went out?
I believe zombies are very determined. Regardless of going up a building, they will try to find their way up.
Okay. Kendris.
Well, I studied the skeleton creeper twice. And
Up
I
close
found
and
that they move
personal, too.
faster than regular creepers and are just as silent. They've got glowing eyes, so they can kind of see through the darkness and pinpoint targets really easily. They also, their bodies are very hollow. Like when it exploded and hit me, like I felt the impact, but it was almost like a airbag bursting, as compared to like a creeper, which is more like heavy and dense. They don't burn in sunlight either, and I don't know, like they seem to like to stick in groups. Like sometimes creepers, I feel like, wander around a bit more, but skeleton creepers seem to stick together more often than others.
Very good. Waverly.
I studied the skeleton, and I was noticing that while it's one of the few mobs that actually carries a weapon outside of its own body, it's always put down, so it's never in a ready position, giving us the advantage to attack before it can prepare itself and draw its bow back.
Very good. Moving back over here towards Artoria, I believe.
I was also up close and personal with the skeletal creeper, and I discovered that its body moves very willowy. It does not seem to have a muscular structure, obviously. Therefore, its movement is hindered.
Okay, very good. Cassian.
I wrote down notes on creepers and zombies. Zombies beeline towards their target from a much further aggressive distance, and creepers seem to wander if there is no target in sight.
Okay. Moria.
I did creepers, and I said that they seem to be looking and walking around for possible prey to sneak up on and blow up.
Okay. Morel, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is Morel. I did the ghost. I noticed they float above the ground, so I would assume they are rather silent, and they seem transparent, so I would assume they are able to phase through things, but I do not know much about them otherwise.
Okay. And I'm so sorry, what was your name?
Willow.
Willow. Go ahead.
I also was studying the ghosts, and I noticed that they were always seeking for something, although they do come off quite aloof.
Okay, very good. Leviathan.
I was observing mostly the creepers, skeletons, and zombies, noting that the creepers and skeletons appear to be more at a distance, scanning their surroundings for hostility, while the zombies actively wander until they have found their victims.
Very good. Moving to the very far back here. Min.
I also studied the skeletons, and most of what I have written down was already said, like the scanning and how they stayed under trees and shade when the sun began to rise.
Very good. Ezra.
I studied the zombie, and I was noticing that they're almost sentries in a way. At least the one I was watching was turning in circles back and forth looking for anything, and once they found it, that's when they start heading in. I believe they have better eyesight than at least a skeleton, though.
Very good. And finally, Mateo.
I was Mateo. I was studying a lot of the mobs, and the ones that caught my attention were the ghost and the spiders. And I've liked to say that they both really like to take like advantage points, like like jump at them or like fly above them from high grounds?
Very good. Now, the last thing I'd like to end this class on is I'd like to ask who has encountered a spider jockey. Raise your hand if you have. Okay. For those who have, how did you deal with it? Please raise your hand. Mateus.
I would get a shield out and kill the skeleton first and then the spider.
Okay. Cassian.
As demons, we are unable to wield shields, so my preferred method is to bow the skeleton off the spider's back from afar.
Okay. Anyone else? Leonidas.
I tend to use my chakram to get the skeleton from a distance while also dodging the arrows. Moving while it's shooting causes it to shoot where you were last at. Then I take care of the spider.
If you're moving, it's quite the poor shot.
I use chakram instead of a bow and arrow in that.
Oh. Anyone else? Okay. That will, for the most part, conclude this class. Please make sure by the end of the night you put your book into this book, in the sense of just copy and pasting what you wrote down for today's class into this book here with your name assigned to it. I'll be going through it all tomorrow, and I will give out points to those, and I will discuss those points and why you got them in the next Mob Studies class. Class dismissed.
Do they have to be written notes, or can they be dot form? Like shorten, just quick notes, or do they need to be meticulously sentences?
Damn it.
All right.
I'm really hoping that only I can see that. I need to write this out. Let Silas find it.
Hi, Artoria.
How can I help you?
Nothing. You just came over here, and we're the only sea monsters currently out of class.
True.
I don't want to be rude, but are you okay?
Fine. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Adjusting to being a lot more social than I was before.
I believe we all are. I've got to be real, I did not take notes at the beginning of class.
I luckily did.
I only have one notebook currently, so I was going to wait. Hi.
Hi, your foaminess.
Hmm?
Your foaminess.
Did you just call me your foaminess?
This is not new, but very well.
I know it's not new. It's I have things to tell
In private or in public?
you. This is probably better left in private.
I can leave.
Oh,
I think more so like in our dorms where other people won't be.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will follow your lead.
Okay. I might wait for Mira and others if they want to join us.
There were a lot of sea monsters there today. I believe we still have the highest attendance in a class.
That's promising.
As we
I
should.
believe. I'm not quite certain. I wasn't counting the other origins present today.
Yeah, neither was I, but hey, at least that means that they care. At least that means that the sea monsters show that they care about being here and learning and doing all that stuff.
I would hope that they do. Why else would they be here?
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Mob studies is not a required class for us, though, correct?
Not
For
all
you
of
and
us.
me? No. For you
No,
and me,
yes.
no. But I'm wanting to, in a sense, double major. Air and sorcerer.
Air and sorcerer. Is mob studies required in that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like you have your work cut out for you then.
I know.
Good morning, Artoria.
Good morning. Hello.
Are they still writing in the book?
It would appear so. That Grand Duchess Morel is writing in the book and Finn is talking to the professor.
I see, I see. Mostly everyone is here. I don't really know who we're missing.
I don't believe I've seen Silas.
Really?
Slacker.
Not today, at least.
I believe Moira is still in the classroom as well.
Oh, okay.
Moira, then Mira. I'm missing someone.
Oh.
No, I'm not missing anyone. That's everyone.
Oh. I took a lot of notes. There were many pages.
Unfortunately, my notes on skeletons got deleted by accident.
Oh,
so I'm going to have to
That is
rewrite them later.
horrific.
That's unfortunate.
Copying the notes over is a little bit complicated, I'm afraid.
I've collected our friends.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello.
I didn't see him actually.
So is anyone thinking of taking the class then?
Oh, perhaps he took
I
extensive
believe
notes.
Levy, I
shall,
believe you're
actually.
also in a group still.
Was I not heard this entire time?
You could be heard. I believe you were
Oh.
just also in a group at the same time.
I was the only one. I'm really quite terrible at that. I
It's
forget.
all right.
I think he did well.
You believe you'll take it?
Yes. Duchess Aqua, may we have a private conversation later?
Well, I think it
what did
depends
I
on the
do
person.
now?
Nothing.
Some people
That
seem to
is
fight.
concerning to hear from you.
It's encouraged not to force
I'll
The
let
Crown
Aqua
Duchess,
tell her yourself.
endanger themselves.
The Crown
It's
Duchess wishes to have a
been
conversation with all of
interesting.
us soon as well.
Should I be concerned?
Probably.
A
Hi,
bit.
Mira.
Hello, Amelia.
Did you enjoy class?
I think we should. I don't think it would
I'm
be
not
fair if
fast at
we all
writing,
left
so
together without
I
her.
zoned out many times trying to write in
But there
time
is always the
and
class
missed
that
many
goes
things.
down the stairs and, like,
Oh, just
exits out
spell
the
things
back door,
wrong.
and
I
just
do
wait
that.
here
I
all
just
day.
spell things wrong and then I go back in later and correct myself.
It's
Yeah,
not.
maybe.
It's not just about spelling things correctly. It's just I need to think about what I need to write down before I write it, and then.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't just write down and then.
Valid.
Are we just waiting on Mira then?
Yes.
Hopefully the tide hasn't taken the Crown Duchess again.
Was she not speaking with the professor?
It would be most unfortunate.
I don't know.
Ben, was she still writing in the book when you left?
I didn't see her. I wasn't
I
paying
also
attention.
didn't
to
really
be
see her,
honest.
but I didn't pay too much attention.
Sorry, is Mira?
Okay, that's fair.
She's still in here.
Here, come on in.
Oh, okay.
So then, I'm curious. So today's first class, we kind of
She's still going.
Have to be thorough.
Oh, no. And that was a bit on purpose because the point of both mob studies and knighthood is that every situation and every person who goes into every situation is different. Just because I could teach about my own experiences and things that I've done and things that I've learned, they might not help you in the slightest. However, if everyone comes together, especially within the class of mob studies, which is what my goal is, if everyone comes together, shares all of their experiences, I believe every bit of it is important to write down, which is why it is a rule that note-taking is meticulous. Right. Monsters can lead to a lot of different things. I don't believe there is too much when it comes to notes.
Oh no, she's right there.
That is my particular stance. If you can just write down as much as you can is what I would say, because I don't believe anyone's experience is going to be any less than anyone else's. I understand, and I appreciate you coming to me. I will try to make it a bit clearer in my later classes. Well, thank you. You should have seen the one yesterday.
Candace, you found yourself on your back outside.
Yeah. I don't know how much more engaged you can get.
Observing the mobs.
I think you were observing a little too closely.
No, I was watching the creepers, and then I was watching them, and then to the side there was a skeleton creeper, and it came over, and I was like, oh well, it's a creeper. It's not gonna go very fast. And then it was like right in my face, and then I tried to walk away to get away from it, and then it just exploded, and then it caused blindness, and I was like, and then everyone was like, oh, what's happening right there? Oh my goodness, what's happening? And then
some of us are trying to write.
Well, we're talking to the professor, so it's okay.
No, she actually is very, very valid. We should step outside. Apologies.
Thank you.
admirable that so many are still in there finishing their notes.
I'll disagree.
Okay, but Professor is just talking about how everyone's experiences are unique and impersonal. So wouldn't it be relevant that they get to listen to what things I have to say or too, Cassian?
We're just waiting for Mira
And
to
I'm
finish
sure
up.
that when they're done taking their notes, they'd be happy to
And
hear
then
Candaris.
we're heading back to the dorms, I suppose.
Well, I'm not so sure, but you know.
Are you okay over there?
Yeah.
Oh, is that why you started walking out?
I do have a question about knighthood.
Yes.
Are we
So
always
you-
going to be
I
using
thought you were
swords,
like,
or would we
I
be
thought you were
permitted to
going
use
'cause
our
they
own
moved out of the doorway, so you're like, oh, let's go.
Not necessarily your own weapons, however, a time may come
weapon
where
of choice?
a time might come where that is an option. However, I have a lot of
fair, I
work
was
to do
also
to
riding my own
procure
things,
those weapons.
Valid.
But it is
I'm
something
trying to
I
think
would
of
like
a
to do
time
in the
I've
future.
encountered a mob and how I dealt with it, but most of the time I just run away.
I'm
I
less skilled in a sword as I am others.
I also am. I'm capable with a sword. Don't get me wrong, but I've been trying
I'm
out a new
curious to
weapon
meet them. I
recently, and
want
I'd really
to,
like to learn how to use it.
They seem
It's a very nice way.
Thank you.
They seem very nervous.
Tend to use.
I think they're the one that was screaming in the
Spear.
mess hall. The
Show
other
me
day.
some moves. So, like,
Well, okay,
if
well,
you wouldn't
maybe
mind.
not inside.
I
I would be so happy if you guys went out to the big old
I
pink,
fear we might
and that's where you
scare
guys
them a
were.
lot if we do.
That was.
I've been working
my
on a
thoughts
spin move.
exactly.
I liked them. I think that was cute.
But if you do want to introduce,
I
I don't see why we couldn't go say hi.
Perhaps
Yeah,
soon.
look, she's doing it again.
I still don't.
They're currently speaking with the professor, so.
I don't think with anything too important.
Do you find it problematic?
When we passed,
No, I believe
earlier,
not.
they were just talking about how admirable it was. People were still taking notes.
Yes.
Yeah.
In
It's
50 minutes.
cute.
Where are these things
Very
written
well.
down? I didn't see anything on the notes board when I walked down.
Would you like to go say hi?
Is there one? But there's the one.
Maybe when we're not in like a group of like 5 people just like ganging up on her. Yeah, sure.
Well,
That
we could
seems
introduce
we could
ourselves
stay
to all
here
of
and you could
them.
go over.
No, but that's no. Don't do that. That's a horrible idea. Don't like have a group standing here and then 2 people walk up. Hey, who are you?
Yeah, that
That's
also
nope,
does.
bad
Yeah,
idea.
that
Happen
also
to
doesn't look
don't.
great.
Should
No, it's
uphold proper
understandable.
court etiquette as well when introducing ourselves to another court.
Good luck going over everything.
Perhaps a proper reintroduction when Crown Duchess Morel gets back.
Yeah. We also, when is Equestrian start?
At 9 o'clock.
In
We're
about
allowed.
50 minutes.
So we have some time.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, also, I did find an axolotl yesterday.
Oh?
Oh, well done.
What?
So we could have another pet. It was pink.
I think we should even chakram and use.
It was
Is that the
Where's
white one?
the
in a
pet that you
habit.
spoke of again?
What?
Actually, I'll check my
It's
map.
not the light one.
No. It was in a habitat that's not
Oh, I
its
see.
natural habitat, so I wanted.
I remember.
I
it's
didn't
the
know
one
if it
from
was safe
knighthood.
or is that.
Can't believe I forgot what color.
Did you bring
that
it back?
Oh.
I have it with me actually.
Oh.
Oh, it's with you.
Oh no.
He's chilling
you
in a
again.
bucket.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yes.
that's good.
Jesus.
I don't think we're.
SMH.
Maybe next class.
Yeah.
Perhaps we'll get our chance another time.
Candaris is an interesting fella. Like wanting to study a mob, sure, but standing around twice next to a creeper and letting it. That is interesting choice.
I didn't
Let
warn him in
be
time.
him.
Oh, I thought he just
Well, he
didn't realize it was near him. To be honest.
no, he was actively studying.
The
Oh.
mob that blew him up?
Mhm.
Interesting.
I suppose that is one way to learn.
I guess demons have their own way of dealing with mobs. Or they just don't have fear? I don't know.
Or he
Quite a
was
lot of
very-
pride.
Or he really wanted to know how to study the creeper.
He did also write down how it felt to be blown up by it.
Very true.
That
Commitment.
sounds interesting. Oh, I do believe This class is interesting, and I do wish to learn more.
I do quite like this class. I don't know about going and fighting things, but I do like learning about them.
Yes, same here. Crown Duchess must have taken a lot of notes.
Suppose so.
The only thing in terms of fighting I want to learn out of this class is how to best defend other people and myself against certain mobs.
I'm just concerned about the potential fights of the bosses.
Yeah, I don't want to do that personally. But I would like to take the class without fighting bosses.
I want to study the anatomy. That's what I want.
Wait, we should ask if we're able to take the class without fighting the bosses.
I don't think we are. I think that's a mandatory. I think we have to fight. I don't think.
So long as we have the proper precautions, we will be fine.
I'm sorry.
That is
this
an
gonna
excellent
depend on
question.
us?
That's wow.
It wasn't one of you two, was it?
No. Aqua? Was it you?
I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it. I just find it really
Levy, are you alright?
Levy, what did you do? Levy?
Forgive me, I had to compose myself for a moment. That caught me very off guard.
I think it caught everybody
all
off
of us
guard.
off guard. It was it was no one here, yes, right?
No.
No.
I don't actually know if I saw polar bears
I
yesterday.
believe if a polar bear sees us jump out of the water, it is instantly hostile.
It is.
Paxton.
Did you do that?
No, I didn't put the
No,
polar there. I would have
Pax
killed the
was
polar bear.
requesting the
If
polar
the
bear
polar
fur
bear did
after
get
it's
killed,
dead.
Oh.
Pax wanted the fur.
Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you while we're here because no one else is around and I can talk. Okay, so a couple things happened. I did a bad and I shouldn't have done it.
What did you do?
I'm gonna get scolded.
I don't think
again.
I actually know either. I think I should have put the aftermath.
I've already
Yeah,
scolded you
I believe
once,
you
so
have.
now it is
Good.
Artoria's turn.
Yes. This is what I am afraid of. So earlier in the day, this is the part where, this is whatever, but earlier in the day I was walking the path and I stopped to talk to Cassian and then another vampire. Her name is Violet. I got introduced to her, I met her, cool, whatever. And then I went along my merry way and I went to do whatever I was gonna do. And then later in the day, I then get pulled into the headmaster's office because the headmaster's like, oh, hey, we're gonna, I want to talk to you about something. And I'm like, okay, about what? And then the headmaster was like, well, the vampires reported that they found garlic in their blood supply and then accused me of doing it.
They found garlic in their blood supply.
Yes, I didn't do it.
You didn't do it?
I didn't do it.
I see. Go on.
It was in their dorms, okay? But the headmaster believed me because my reaction was, my reaction, and yeah. And then for the rest of the day, I decided to be as chaotic as possible. So
You were not helping your case.
You indeed were not.
So the headmaster put in the public bubble.
Are you all just waiting for Morel?
Yes.
Oh, okay. He's still in there writing.
It's all right. We have conversations happening anyway, so.
Okay.
Indeed.
Oh.
Oh.
My eyes do not deceive.
Oh, there she is.
And then what happened was the headmaster put in the public missives, like don't break the school grounds, essentially. And I found TNT earlier that day.
Yes.
Who trusted you with TNT?
I found it.
No one. Absolutely no one trusted Aqua with TNT. Aqua thought that she could be trusted with TNT.
And so I tried to make a joke saying that saying, because like he said, like you don't break the school, and I was like, and then I was tired. It would be funny, if I said, "Oh man, what am I supposed to use this TNT for now?"
Right as I was standing next to the headmaster, nonetheless.
And then I proceeded to have a mental breakdown for the rest of the day because I get accused of doing something that I didn't do, and then Ezra told
Who accused you?
Professor Carib. It was Ezra.
Okay.
And then also Ezra said that I stalked him when I didn't. I was just looking for an anvil, but I swear I didn't stalk anybody.
I'm sure we are just on high alert, as everybody.
I didn't stalk anyone. I just wanted an anvil.
If you didn't, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
But yeah, that's what happened. I got a sign that Waverly gave me that said "Warning, Aqua," and I just carried it around for the rest of the day.
Duchess Waverly, I do not believe that helped her case any further either.
No, but it provided warning to everyone else of what was occurring.
It was also entertaining.
It does not reflect back well on us, however.
No.
I've been good. I've been good ever since then. I've done nothing.
Yes, I did want to have a chat with everybody. I know
Ben's not here.
I told Finn not to stray too far. I told him that you wanted to have a chat with us.
Should we go back to our dorm then?
I feel as though he might have just left.
When is the next class?
At 9 o'clock.
In about 40-ish minutes?
We should have enough time to walk back if you want, or we can make a private group and I can discuss in a private room here.
Either way.
Whatever you wish to do.
Well, I say we make use of the mini rooms.
There are
Shall
many.
I send a bubble to Finn?
Yes.
You can. If he cannot make it, I can talk to him one-on-one as well.
Should we also see if Silas happens to be around, even though he wasn't in that class?
Yes, that could also be wise.
Let me see if I can send him a bubble.
Silas has been doing no-nos.
What has Silas been doing?
Muriel, we'll talk about it.
The professor keeps peeking out.
Perhaps we should head to the
Yeah, we should not be standing in his
I
hallway.
think he's worried about us just standing here talking.
Hasn't he ever seen a group of sea monsters talking?
Jesus.
Well, I guess not often.
Hello.
Apparently not. Silas is on his way.
Perfect.
You could sit down here.
Ooh.
It is a nice area, but I don't know how.
Sitting spot,
private it
sitting
is.
spot, sitting spot, sitting spot.
It appears Finn is having a discussion with the headmaster.
How many of those? I will hold my tongue.
I think maybe he's being suspected as he did bring Richard back to the headmaster's.
Who is Richard?
bedroom.
An otter.
Mascot of the school.
There's also Robert.
And then Robert's Richard's son, apparently.
And then we have Roberta in our dorm.
I go back to court for 3 days. Okay.
We have 2 turtles in the dorm. We have 4 otters,
and
a sheep.
2 turtles, 4 otters, a sheep.
And now we
That
have
might
an
be
axolotl that I have.
Oh, and a hedgehog.
I have a hedgehog.
Oh, and a hedgehog. Yeah, we have lots of.
Did anybody bring up the 2 turtles?
Yes.
That was the first thing I brought up.
We also have a lot of materials, so you can make stuff for
we have
yourself if you
so
want
many
to.
diamonds. And a good bit of gold and iron. So I think a lot of the
Duly noted.
I think a lot of the gold is not smelted at the moment.
Are we waiting for Silas, or are we getting this underway?
Silas said that he was on his way.
And
Does
Finn?
Silas know where we are?
Does he know we're
Yes.
down here?
I'm
Yes.
sending
Oh,
a
he'll
bubble to
pass
Finn
us
as we
anyway.
speak.
Oh, also, relating back to the garlic thing that happened, there is a piece of garlic in our kitchen when I looked in the cabinets. I didn't put it there. Did anybody put it there?
Oh, I picked it up on my journey and thought someone might want to use it for cooking.
Oh, I thought someone broke in
Oh, no.
and they were getting back
No,
at me.
I
I thought
didn't know where we would want it, so I put it in the kitchen for possible cooking.
no, it's okay.
We
That's why
might
I
need to
asked.
get
I
rid of
thought-
that in our best interest.
Well, that was like yesterday, very late that I put it in there.
I will create a.
But I
group
can
for us.
take it out.
Okay, is everybody in here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, after the discussion I had with the headmaster on Monday regarding
we
Well done
also-
anything? It's
the
day.
the issues of Monday, he told me I should have a chat with each of you, or all of you, and maybe I should have made this isolated. Just because I can hear them.
I don't know if they're wanting to.
I believe they want to talk to us.
They might
but-
want to talk. I
I
don't
believe
know.
they want to talk.
Or
Do they
they're
want to
saying-
talk? I don't know.
I'll be back.
If I do like a quick name test.
What?
Huh?
Sure.
That's Aqua. She likes squids. I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
You are, of course, the Crown Duchess, yes?
Yes.
I don't know if I've seen you before. Mirel, by the way, I realize I said your title and not your name. You are Leviathan, of course. We've met a few times. You were at the party that Candaris threw, but I don't know. Come on, I would have gotten there, Candaris. Waverly. And I don't believe I've met you.
My name is Silas. Nice to meet
Well,
you.
a pleasure to meet you, Silas. Cassian Cambion. You are my seatmate in mob studies, Moira. And I believe Pax is in the back there.
Yes.
The absolute beast from knighthood.
Thank you.
Well, I'm sorry to barge in. What was your name, by the way?
I sat next to you during the icebreakers, Cassian.
Did you?
Artoria.
Artoria. Well, I will try to commit it to memory this time. My apologies. I see.
We should do a reverse name check to keep it like remember the names, no?
Oh, I didn't know you guys came with me.
Well, yeah, I was right here.
Well, I didn't mean to make things awkward. I just wanted to see if I could remember. It was nice to see you all, Crown Duchess.
You as well. You as well.
Please return to your conversation. See you around.
Nice
It was a pleasure
You as
meeting you.
well.
Bye-bye.
We'll talk more soon.
Bye. I will create a new group. Okay. Is everybody in? Okay.
I believe so.
Okay. As I was saying, he wanted me to have a chat with all of you just as a reminder that anything anyone says or does is a reflection on all of us and on the court as a whole.
Don't
Now, obviously,
look at me.
we're not pointing fingers, don't worry. But I know we are not perfect. So I know things will come up. But if there is ever an issue that arises, or if anyone has any problems with anything, please feel free to reach out to me and I will help in any way I can. And if it is something big enough to take to professors, we can also do it that way as well. please be mindful of what you are doing and saying, as every move we make is being watched.
Of course.
Any questions, comments, concerns?
I did wish to discuss revisit the conversation that Professor Charybdin has suggested of how we introduce ourselves properly.
Mm-hmm.
I believe me and Artoria should try to remember to introduce you and the other duchesses when a conversation is struck.
Yes, that would be okay with me.
Mm-hmm. And I also have a couple of notes about the Royal Code class. I believe we can use to our advantage, knowing Professor Charybdin.
Do tell.
On the first day, I do believe we need to enter properly. The Duchess is at the front, us in the back accompanying you, introduce you appropriately, and then we shall sit in the back while you sit in the front.
That sounds wise.
After all, it is our duty to obtain our royal code and etiquette.
Mm-hmm. Do we know when that class is? I don't know if
I'm afraid it has not been posted as of yet, but it is never too late to prepare for it.
We can always check the
check the
board.
notice board.
Yeah.
Well, we could do that while we are waiting for the next class. But
Indeed.
If nobody has anything else, that is all.
Oh, I mentioned this to Levy and Mira earlier, but when the magic classes start, I'm gonna try and see if I can you can look at me now, Pax. I'm gonna try and see if I can help whoever is the nurse or the teacher who is working in the med bay, if I can be their assistant. So I will be working on remedies for injuries and stuff like that. So if you get hurt, you can see me and then oh, hello, random vampire. So, yeah.
Sounds good.
Oh, and if anybody happens to find a water wand, I would greatly wish to acquire one to
Same.
work on
what?
water magic.
Water wand.
It looks like a staff with a seashell on top of it and a pearl in the middle.
Water
I'll keep an eye out.
wand.
But I have no clue what magic is, what magic does, how it works, so...
I remember
know
the
very
proper
little.
term for it. It is called an aqua staff, named after our duchess. Well, not after, but similar name.
It's me.
If anybody
Have a
happens to
mini
come
me
across
wherever you go.
aqua staffs, we should collect those.
Oh god. Would the mini you also... Never mind, I'm not gonna... Nope.
No, make a joke. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say
Would
it.
your
say
mini
it.
you also want to grab TNT to make jokes about blowing up the school?
Yes.
Oh, probably. That makes sense.
Oh dear.
Boy.
Oh, there he is. He's late.
Oh. I can speak with him one-on-one. Hello, Finn.
Well, if that's everything, I'm gonna go check the notice board to see if those other classes have been posted. If anyone would like to join me.
I can join.
Yes, I will catch up with you. Finn, I'd like to speak with you. If
I
that's okay.
will stay here with you, Crown Duchess.
He certainly speaks a lot.
suggest not doing so.
I haven't had steak
Professors?
before, so... Oh, goodness.
everyone.
Yes.
Are you updating your classes currently?
Hello.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I'm
Yes.
setting up the announcement for mine.
I advised the professor to update the schedule so no one had any last-minute changes.
That's what we were coming over to look for.
Yes, it is being posted now, so by all means, commit it to
Heard a
memory and
chicken.
put it in your notice board.
Oh, I have a question for both of you when you're done writing for Professor Cribden.
Then I might have an answer. Let's see. Alright. Let's see.
Perhaps now is an appropriate time to reach out.
8 p.m. Bedtime. There we go.
Ah.
What may be your question?
Do either one of you know who runs the med bay?
That would be me.
Oh, I want to talk to you. I want to ask you a question if that's okay.
Very well. Do you wish to speak privately, or...?
Yeah, we can come over here.
As for mechanics, they need a little bit more preparation. However, I also do need to set out an announcement. Is anything something I can move?
You can get rid
You
of
could put
the
it on
mob
the other
studies.
side. That, or you could put it on the other side of magic studies.
May I also suggest reordering the signs so that they're actually in order of class?
That
the
would
schedule.
Anyone be willing to help me with that?
Yes, I can help.
Well, I know it's
It's just, I
equestrian
feel
right now.
It would be easier to look at to see the order of everything.
Pick up signs.
Can you
You
not pick them
can.
up from the wall?
Maybe not from the
You
wall.
gotta teach me how, because I definitely
I don't believe
cannot.
from the wall we can.
There we go. I shall give mechanics just a little bit more time to ensure that people have the space to obtain the materials they need, and to ensure that I have the space to prepare the presentation.
Oh.
Paxton, hello.
Yes?
Could you come with me for a moment?
Sure thing.
Students getting
That's a
picked
new
up left
outfit.
and right.
Why are we?
For a moment,
Is
I
it
thought
always
she was wearing a uniform.
It did look kind of similar to our uniform.
I was wondering why the
I
headmaster was
saw the
wearing.
blue and I was really confused for a second. I was like, wait, is that someone from our place? And I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense.
From a distance, I thought so as well. I was like, oh, do we have another unexpected sea monster student?
I think one is enough.
No, I think we should have more visitors coming by. As a matter of fact, I'll send an invitation to my entire family.
Oh.
So
I don't
that
know how.
was a joke.
That would be
Oh,
quite a lot of
I
people.
don't know how big your family is.
Well, you know the Caribbean company heads. Quite a few of those, so. Hello.
Hello.
For a
You
moment
finally.
there. Yes. For a moment there, from a distance, I thought you were wearing the sea monster uniform.
No. I'm wearing a much better outfit.
Yes, I finally placed down the timings for my classes. Well, the mechanics class needs a little bit more preparation due to the necessity of resources. And I need to give the students a moment to also prepare for themselves. Get their goggles. I believe it's a good test to see which students are even willing to put in the necessary work. If a student's not ready to at least have goggles, then, well, I don't think they'd do well in the preparations required for my classes.
No, probably not. Almost there.
Oh, have you finished, Professor?
Why with only these sea monsters here? Where are the rest of the students?
We're
We were
apparently
the
the only
supposed to
students
meet
who
you
wanted to
here?
look.
No,
Is it
it's
raining?
just a collection
Is
of
it
sea
raining?
monsters.
We like
Oh, yes.
Do be careful, Artoria. Perhaps we should not be on top of the castle roofs.
Artoria?
I'm alright.
Please get down.
Yep.
I can try to catch you.
You want water?
She got it.
Just so we are aware, it is against the school rules to be climbing and using your abilities on school grounds.
There's no rule
didn't
for
say
us
anything about sea
our
monsters.
abilities, no.
And since our abilities only work in the rain, we rarely get to use them, which is why we're
Do you
so
perhaps
happy
need an
running.
umbrella?
I read it over to make sure.
No, it won't hurt me. It's just unpleasant to be in.
There may be an update to the rules then. Just please do not climb on top of anything.
We typically do not. We typically just use it to get to places a tad faster.
Yeah.
Well, if the fell folk cannot, then it is only fair that you as well cannot.
Very well.
I have loopholes.
Also, we
Here are
take
your
felt
tomato
limbs
seeds
and
back.
felt folk don't.
I thank you for my
It
I
is
almost fainted
significantly
on school
more
grounds because I did
dangerous
it
for us.
straight up.
Yeah.
Well, if you'll excuse me, then I will go enjoy the rain and the water.
Okay.
I was just about to miss you.
Hello. I was about to say, I believe you wish to speak.
Indeed.
Well, my office is open. I had to chase you through half the garden.
My apologies.
Wait, wrong way. I still get lost here sometimes. There we go. Would you prefer that we speak privately?
Preferably.
All right, if you could create a group for it with your preferred privacy.
One, two, three.
Take a seat. So then, didn't expect to, well, see you here this way.
How do you mean?
Mind you, I knew you. Well, I knew you were on the list, but I didn't expect to, I suppose, see the circumstances things ended up in.
I'm here simply on orders.
Ah, I see. No, you look a lot more like your mother than last I saw you.
I always have.
Could you repeat? The serpent seems to not have mercy on your voice today.
Oh, does it truly?
What were you saying?
I suppose I always have looked like my mother.
I see. Well, I'm glad to see you here. Especially with how odd the first day's gone.
Indeed.
Is there any reason you wish to speak to me?
I understand that you are supposed to be a contact of mine.
You're completely correct. If there's anything you need, be it for the rules or against them, be it materials or simply favors that are within my standing, you may ask, and you shall receive.
I need
Of course.
supplies, and I'm under the impression that my heirloom trident was left with you.
It still needs to arrive. I wasn't allowed to bring weapons in here, so if that's alright, I need to smuggle it in.
Understandable.
However, if you wish, I could have it with you by the end of the week.
Much appreciated.
And so you shall have it. For the time being, if there's any weapons that you do wish to have instead, I could, well, obtain those for you far faster. It's difficult to move those tridents around, especially with how much of a collector's item they've become.
Indeed.
You understand, don't you?
Do you have diamonds?
More than enough. How many do you need?
Enough to fund a full set of armor as well as tools and weapons.
Well, then let's get to work. Should the stack be enough?
It should be. Thank you.
Good. Then knock yourself out. If you need my craftsmanship for any of it, you know how good of a craftsman I am after all.
I do.
Or can you handle it yourself?
I have been trained on such matters.
Good. Not disappointing to hear. I may honestly require some of your assistance sometime soon.
I was just about to ask if there's anything I could do in return to keep myself in your good graces.
I want you to... There's been situations that have been confusing me.
Not just the layout of the castle?
Haha. I'd have been less confused had my accident not happened. Accommodations have been poor.
Accident?
A week before, classes started, I ended up stuck in a room with no conduit and the door jammed.
How did you survive?
Barely, and needing a week's bed rest.
I see.
I'm lucky enough that I spend weeks on end without even dipping my head into water. So I'm able to survive. However, not well. If you understand.
I do. How can I help?
All right. There's a student that's appeared for no understandable reason whatsoever and has been allowed to participate.
You speak of Silas?
Yes. The one who was supposed to be here was Neptune.
I have an explanation for that.
Oh, well, that's perfect then. Please explain.
Well, Neptune was supposed to be here as my handler.
I see.
That is all I permitted to say.
See, Neptune's absence is less my concern, as much as Silas's presence, and even more so, his continued permission to be here. Him showing up, surprising to even know he's alive.
He should be dead.
My concern is more the headmaster's odd reaction.
How did he react?
Calmly. Too calmly. As a matter of fact, I was very urgently asked to leave the room after Silas's incomprehensible reasoning for why he was here.
What was his reasoning?
He simply happened upon an invitation on the streets.
Whose invitation?
Well, Neptune's. Apparently it was left on the streets.
Pardon my coarse language, Professor, but that is bullshit.
Oh, believe me, I know.
Neptune Tidewrecker is the advisor's son. There is no way that he would simply leave his invitation on the road.
But what's suspicious isn't that part. It's the fact that moments later, after I was asked to leave, the headmaster had a completely different story for me.
I see.
And despite my subtle protests, adamantly stated that Silas should stay here. I need to know why. I can think of plenty of reasons why Silas could potentially be here. This is the fastest ticket to have control. Honestly, anyone who doesn't want to be here must be absolutely mad or painfully unambitious.
Professor, he is supposed to be dead.
I know.
Very
I've
dead.
gotten over that. I've gotten over that part.
If the wrong people discover he is alive... I'll let you imagine what will happen.
I know. Personally, I have no interest in letting that information slip. However, I'm curious how that happened. There's no interest for me in reporting his presence. Not yet.
May I ask a favor?
You may.
Keep it under wraps as long as you can.
Well, if that's the case, then I'll go out of my way to do so. As it was, I simply had no reason to say.
Appreciate that.
Personal stake?
Something like that. He and I could ruin each other as easily as we can help each other.
And what do you want from him? Do you want to ruin him, or do you want to help him?
That remains to be seen.
But for now, you at least want him to survive. Or do you want him to not have the opportunity to ruin you, or the reason?
As long as I can ensure that both of us have our best interests at heart, then I can ensure that I can do my job without him standing in my way.
I see. Understood. All right. However, I do, as I said, for my favor, I got over the fact that he's alive. Things slip between. I'm definitely curious. I'm definitely curious to what he's doing here. Any information on that would be nice.
I don't know what
I'm
he's doing here.
Pay close attention then, and if you find out, tell me. But the information I want you to actively investigate is why he's allowed to be here. Again, I can think of a million reasons why he'd want to be here. I can't think of one for why the headmaster would permit it.
I see.
At least not one by what the headmaster has shown.
You
And
want
I don't
to
like
know
not knowing things.
if there's something Silas has done to puppet the strings of the headmaster. Am I correct?
Exactly. The headmaster's lying to my face. The story suddenly changed to Neptune so graciously wasn't wanting to be here and graciously gave the invite.
No, Neptune was ordered to be here.
And there we go, something's wrong.
If Neptune is not here, I am not supposed to be here.
How does it feel to have free reign, though?
Never truly have free reign, Professor.
If there is any way I can help, with at least getting more wiggle room.
Keep Silas under wraps. Make sure the advisor doesn't hear a lick about him.
Understood. None will know. As far as they know, and if any reports are asked of me, then you're still here with Neptune.
The advisor knows that Neptune is missing, so expect the headmaster to come under fire.
Then you're not here.
They know that I'm
Is that
here.
correct? Then what do you want to be said? If you're not supposed to be here? Or are you simply waiting for them to react to you being here?
They have brokered a
too
deal
late?
with me that I return to court every so often.
I see. Then you do have a little bit of wiggle room. That's good to hear.
A small bit.
Well, use that to the best of your abilities. And again, I want it investigated. Why the headmaster's so eager to keep Silas here.
I'll do my best. Is there anything else?
No, I'll have, as soon as your trident's smuggled in, I'll have it with you.
Very well.
Luckily, it's coming in with my factory.
I see.
All right then.
Thank you.
If you need anything, I will send a letter to you. I trust your ability to decipher what I send you.
I was about to say, letters can be dangerous, Professor.
They can. But I don't think anyone will decipher it. In it, you will find the coordinates. You know which cipher, that's first of all. Second of all, in it, you'll find the coordinates of, well, where our future contacts will be, so you don't have to come to my office all the time.
Smart.
Very well, run along.
Oh god, how does this work? Son of a sea turtle. Son of a sea turtle.
And there you had your exit. Almost perfect. You just place your hand, hover it over,
Mm-hmm.
And then you scroll it. And then you press try it.
Oh.
Your family really should be doing more with technology. You know that, right?
That was not part of my training.
You should add it to the curriculum.
I'll write a note to the
Tradition will
advisor.
only take you that far.
Max.
We missed you at the equestrian studies.
Oh, I just needed some time to get myself together.
That is very fair. Adjusting to this, I can imagine, is difficult. At least I have had difficulty adjusting.
I hope you're doing better now.
Still getting into the groove of things.
Engineering, I assume?
Oh, yeah, no, yep. It is one of the biggest things that keeps me going.
Really? Why's that?
Specifically trains, but
Trains.
mechanics and engineering in general, but trains to be even more specific.
Trains are very pleasant, as I've learned.
Right. That was not usually how it goes.
I would hope not.
I haven't actually made one myself yet, ever. I just really want to be able to.
Surely whatever you come up with is better than that.
I appreciate the confidence in me, though I wouldn't say that so certainly. Because a conduit on a moving train is definitely something that hasn't been discovered yet of how to do that.
I'm sure it'll be figured out.
Hope so. Would make my peak interest a lot easier to do.
Do you like Professor Cribden?
Hello.
Oh?
Your phoniness?
Hello. How was your swim?
Refreshing, thank you. How was class?
The horses were cool. I didn't find a horse though.
Did anyone find a horse?
Oh. You have
Oh,
goggles.
Yes. There's a press to make them in the engineering classroom now.
He is an engineer now.
Wow.
Oh, only just now? Am I not an engineer anymore now?
No.
Oh, tragic. Then I shall glue them to the front of my head forever.
I don't know how the glue is going to stick with salt water being around you, but very well.
Then I'll bolt it to the front of my head.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, you're right. Didn't think. Something I catch myself doing way too often.
I have a question for you.
What is that?
Well, actually, no. We got the answer earlier, so I guess it's not a big deal. You disappeared earlier. Were you just swimming?
I needed some time to get myself together.
Ah, okay. Also, I made some stuff in there for you, for everyone if they want it. I made some baked potato slices.
What are those?
Baked potato slices?
It's a potato sliced and then baked.
Couldn't tell.
Crispy.
Yes. There's more in the cabinets if you want it.
Thank you. That is the right response, yes?
Where should I put glass?
Genuinely, I don't know.
I'll put it with the dirt for now.
Okay.
Here we go, not my bubble anymore. Oh, by the way, I don't know if any of you were interested, but I did find some interesting, like, armor sets.
Ooh! Yeah.
Exploring.
I found some of this early. I think I just shoved a bunch of shit in here. Or stuff, sorry. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I'm going to assume that you got permission.
Yeah, I did.
Aqua.
That was with Luciala and Tivoli and Professor Charybdin herself.
She's interesting.
Ooh, aqua robed bottom.
Who?
Professor Charybdin.
Yeah.
Do you think she's really a professor? The amount of times that I've caught her walking around without knowing where to go is obscene.
Well, she clearly knows something about etiquette. Etiquette, like she will teach us how to act, so she knows at least something.
I would hope.
I think Headmaster Thorne would not enlist someone as a teacher if they did not at all know how to teach.
Yeah. I like Professor Charybdin. I think they're very knowledgeable. But also they do get lost quite a bit, but I also can't judge them because without my map that I have, I would also get lost. What?
Where should I put a compass?
I just committed this entire place to memory.
You have enough space to do that in your brain?
Yes.
Oh.
My brain is too small.
I have a map.
If need be, I will assist you.
Okay. But okay. Have you guys been having trouble with ink sacs at all or no?
Sorry, my ears were... You said something about ink sacs?
You hate me and you want me dead.
What
no.
the fuck? I hope not.
I'm
actively rooting for our court to win, so I think that would be very not wise.
I was asking if you guys are having trouble getting ink sacs or no.
Yeah.
I
had to ask
haven't
Professor
tried.
Castiel for a fucking book and quill because I couldn't find one. I don't have money for it.
Look in there.
7.
Wow.
I did not enjoy gathering those. I want to make this very clear. I love
All right,
all
you
squids.
like squids. Oh, I'm
I
so
love
sorry.
all squids. I
Did you
don't
get a
like
card?
Would you like
You
me to take that
go-
responsibility from your shoulders?
Please.
Very well.
If you go to the tundra or like underneath, underneath the ice in the tundra with all like the big rocks that are ice in the water, the ice. What are they called?
Spikes?
Not spikes. They're like glaciers. Glaciers. That's what they're
Glaciers.
They're like glaciers. Oh wait, they are.
I'm running on 2%. I just did something I don't want to do. Like the little red squiddies with the triangle head.
Yes.
Do I need to show you them?
I have a picture in my mind. I do not remember the name of them.
Okay, that's fine.
You can have pictures in your mind?
Yes, I can clearly imagine things and places and people.
Right, okay, that would... Oh, you mean that kind of... Sorry. I was confused. I thought you meant an actual picture and I was getting concerned.
I could imagine a picture.
No, but... As in like a physical, like here, this is a physical picture.
What is that?
A picture. I found it.
A picture.
Of what?
I don't know.
A shipwreck. Ah, why?
Why
We're
now?
underwater.
This is the most grayscale and blurry picture I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
and that
it
is
really
saying
wasn't a
something
good
because it is the only picture I've seen in my life.
Oh. Yeah, it's a ship. Not good. But those squids underneath, like, they drop. I think all squids drop ink sacs. Honestly, I do not wish to murder them anymore.
I'll take care of it.
It makes me sad. But those squids, they will blind you and ink you before
what?
They kill you. Yes.
Do you? But you're not dead.
Well, no, I'm not dead. They blind and ink you. The ink doesn't do anything. It just takes your eyesight away for like 2 seconds.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you won't have to kill any more of them.
Good. I don't want to. They're squishy
Now
and
that
they're
I know
my
where
friends.
they are like located, yeah. It'll be easier to gather.
I think any squids will drop them, honestly. Like in the open areas where we do resource mining, there are vampire squids there. You could try those. There's a bunch of squids everywhere. You just have to like kill the squid, the different types of squids, maybe. I don't know.
Because I was constantly looking for like the glow squids, but not glow squids.
There are many types of squid in the water. Pick one and kill it. I will not be doing that. I like them too much. But I know this for scientific purposes and reasons.
Right.
I'm allowed to have interests. I know the anatomy of a squid.
I'm not laughing at you. Listen, my whole dream is to make a working train. I will not judge people for their interests.
Well, that's really interesting because a train ran you over in the beginning.
Yeah, usually
I already
trains
made
are
the
not
point to
supposed
him.
to work that way.
Huh?
I've been on trains before. They usually don't. It's not really a thing that happens.
That's true.
Also, make sure to like have an extra flint and steel on you because mine broke.
I
was lucky to have a second one.
I had like 3 on me. I know I had 4 on me, but then I gave 1 flint and steel to Finn because he didn't have one.
How did? Because you were talking with him. How did that go?
I don't want to talk about it.
In a good way or a bad way.
He's annoying, and I don't like him, but I also felt like a... What's a good fish term for the D word?
Is he a son of a sea turtle?
Yes, that one.
I see.
I can't just tell you what he did. So basically, he's been annoying me ever since he got here. He has not been hanging around with us. He has been not greeting the heirs specifically when we walk by. He's been basically a loner this whole time he's been here. And he has broken into the headmaster's office not once but twice now. And he's saying it's all because he has not been around people or not been around other creatures or anything like that. And that he doesn't know how to act socially. But I don't really think that's an excuse because all of us are all kind of socially awkward. But still, I don't know why he's here. Essentially, who picked him?
Very friendly on the first date to me. I think he felt the idea that I got on the first day is that he felt left out, and maybe that's hence why he's acting this way.
I've been so nice. I say hello every time I see him. He says hi, or he just walks away, and he doesn't.
He sounds
say
problematic.
Anything. Exactly. My point exactly. And we're here to make a good impression. And how can we make a good impression if one sea monster doesn't want to hang with the rest of the sea monsters and act like we're all, like not super duper close because like I barely know some sea monsters like you, Paxton. I barely know you, but like I'm talking to you. I'm being nice to you. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. So it's just like.
I know no one here.
Try.
Well, Moira, but that was only from my childhood. So.
Yeah. Like, try, please, thank you. That's all I ask. I don't know. He started making me feel like a son of a sea turtle because I was being judgmental.
Did he say that to you?
No, but I felt that way. I don't think he meant to do it, but I also just... I don't know. I don't think I like him. But he's here now, and we just have to deal with him. But yeah, no, I don't know. I will be civil. I will be nice. I have frustrations with a lot of things, especially with that other fell folk. I have frustrations with her too, but I...
Daphne?
Yes.
I don't want to cause issues.
No, don't tell me I'm right. Don't tell me I'm right. Don't tell me I'm right.
I did run into her earlier. What were you saying?
I want things to go smoothly on this goal, but I cannot help but point out that she bubbled me, asking. First, she wanted to speak with Morel. I was like, okay, I think she's retired, so there's no can do there. And then she asked, I didn't want to ask, would sea monsters be interested in purchasing some potions by chance? I assumed water breathing. So I sent, I think they definitely would be interested, but I also think a lot of us don't have emeralds easily at our disposal. But I think it's not a bad idea. Though I will say that most sea monsters would greatly appreciate getting gifted said potions, speaking from experience. I guess I must have offended her, because she went, while I understand that materials are hard to find, and I am not a charity, my work is known for being top quality. Have you not been sent emeralds from home? that first part in itself is very rude. And the second part, that's none of your business. Yes, I did, but I lost another trade. And if I didn't get 10 emeralds, that's none of her business.
Doesn't she like understand that we like need them to breathe and survive?
I don't know. I said apologies if they came. Because I didn't want to cause an issue. I said apologies if they came off wrong. Did not mean to offend or call you a charity.
I'll call her a
Oh,
charity.
Pax. No,
then
I'll.
I ran
You
into
you
her
you take the
and-
back seat, hon. No, no.
Oh.
You're the one with the reputation that we have to uphold. I will gladly go over there and yell at her if need be.
Yeah, I got a off feeling from her just like day one, because when we were all like in that, we ran into the fellow folk
In the main hall, and then she introduced herself before her heir could. Yes.
Yes, and then they cornered Pax, and
Oh, that was Ridley. Ridley's quite nice, I think.
oh, okay.
Daphne wasn't there for cornering me. No.
Oh, well, she introduced herself before her heirs could introduce themselves, and then yesterday at knighthood, she then didn't say anything for anybody else for any comments on why they lost a duel, but all of a sudden when I go and I lose the duel, and I'm not combat ready, I can't do this, I like the magic and the science, I lost my duel, obviously, because I wasn't trying, and if I did try, I would probably kill the vampire. I'm gonna be really honest. I'm not
Who were you pitted
terrible at
against?
fighting. Mateus.
Ah.
And I like Mateus. Mateus makes pretty clothing. I like Mateus. So, you know what? Yeah.
Okay.
I
Noted.
went to Ezra today, and with Cassian, me, Silas, and Moira went to the engineering class. We all had quite a lot of fun. Ezra seems to be a fun guy.
So Ezra seems to be nice to you.
Right? Is that really the one that accused you?
Yes.
He seems to play favorites. Cassian
then-
too.
Well, him as well. What did Cassian do?
I don't know
No
what
matter.
happened. Oh, was it the name thing?
You would think that. Never mind.
Okay. But no, she had some opinion to say about my duel. I was swinging wildly. Yeah, because I wasn't trying. If I tried, I would have beat him.
Right.
I have faith in you.
I need to head out. But I will speak to you both later.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, like you said, I don't know if it's something about me, but apart from Daphne, everybody has been quite nice.
Maybe you're just approachable.
I don't say much otherwise, so I guess that may be true.
Maybe
sir,
I have
please.
issues.
No, I think it's not you. Don't worry.
It's definitely not you.
I'm trying so hard to be nice.
That was a sudden takeoff.
Yeah, he probably got a bubble. Anyways.
So Finn is pissing you off, Daphne is pissing you off, Ezra is pissing you off.
Yes.
Mateus is fine?
I like Mateus. Mateus makes nice clothing. Me and Mateus talked a lot at the banquets. So, I like Mateus.
Okay.
I also like Katerina. We talked a little bit at banquets about flora, like underwater flora and stuff like that. I like Candoris. He's nice. I've only spoke with him a little bit.
Candoris?
Candoris.
Candoris.
Yes.
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 Indeed, he does seem quite nice.
I like a lot of people. It's just the few that, you know what? Maybe I'm being very judgmental on Ezra. Maybe he didn't know. I don't know.
It's still rude of him to suspect you, of all people, without proof.
Yeah, I know.
Why would he even have room to suspect you?
I have no idea. There's food in this one.
I recognize the baked potato slices.
Yeah, I made those.
What are these?
Suspicious stew? Oh, that's a bad potato.
Does it need punishment?
No, you can't eat it. It's poisonous. Don't eat it.
Then why is it in the food?
I didn't put it there. I don't know.
Is all this contaminated now?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just that potato.
Oh, the serpent definitely won't like this.
Oh,
we'll just throw those in there.
Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the food and stuff like that if you need anything. Levy's been cooking, but I also left some bowls in here. And like anything in the storage room, obviously you're welcome to and you can use. I already have a full set of diamonds, so.
As do I. I just procured mine.
Awesome. Okay. I am going to go retire though.
All right. Is there anything you need of me?
No, not really, not right now.
Very well.
Yeah, I'll see you. What class are you going to next?
Oh, isn't there one tomorrow?
Yes, there is one tomorrow.
Royal Code.
Right, yes, that one.
Lovely.
Wonderful. I will see you then.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Ezra, Finn, and Daphne. Very well.